Job hunting in America is a job in itself. From the nonstop calls, insane note-taking of each job, LinkedIn connections back to back, and to the constant job applying and the eventual rejection. Since moving back to the States, I've survived off of savings and working part-time. This eventually led me to invest into my photography business, which became my main gig for about a year. But things have just gotten more expensive and therefore requiring more money. And so I decided to go on a hunt to find a job in America. From the ups to the downs and to maybe potentially a job. So come with me and let's get this party started. So a couple of things. First off, I'm currently looking for a digital marketing position for just a few reasons. The first reason obviously is to proliferate my savings, because right now I do work as a photographer, and both me and my husband, we work enough where it's just kind of sustainable and we can sort of save a little bit, but it's not a whole lot, and I would kind of like it for it to be a little bit more. And then for two, I think digital marketing could be really useful because I do want to eventually start a small little business, and I think if I have some hands-on experience where I can get taught skills that I might not be able to get otherwise working for myself, then I just thought this could be like a great chance to do that. This journey has definitely been a lot, so I feel you guys, but I'm hoping on my journey I can share with you guys some things that I've been doing, some tips, etc. But it is true, gone the days of us walking into a company and then giving our resume and then getting hired. I don't know if any of us really got to experience that being our age, and it feels like the job market is not the greatest in the States because it seems like it's almost impossible to find a job, or if you do find a job, the pay is like really low. In addition, there's always things like ghost jobs where companies pretty much will say they're hiring but they're not actually hiring. So you'll see a lot on LinkedIn that, oh, we're hiring for this company, and then 200 plus people are applying for it. You never hear back from them. Apparently they do that for a couple things. For one, so they can gather information and that way they can have more leverage, because now they know like what their competitors are and how much like other companies are paying their people. But for two, they do it because they also might have a high turnover rate, and so they just have like a sea of people to be able to like kind of replace the next person when the other person does quit, which is kind of wild and I feel like should be illegal, but okay. And even though it feels like things are misleading because they always say like, oh, unemployment rate is low, but even that apparently is just like fudged statistics. So yeah, basically for me, I have to do so much. Like when I'm saying like do so much, like actually like let me just show you. So for this company that I applied for, I took notes for beforehand, and it was literally 8-page note, like from the top, make it drop. But yeah, literally from the top to all the way down here, like literally 8 pages. This is kind of insane. I'm over here literally taking all of these notes just to try to maybe get an interview. I always have to like find people who work at these companies, and then I have to like call them and then like spend like an hour talking to them, taking as many notes as I possibly can just to maybe get the position. And I really want to show you guys some things I've done that's been really helpful. Like I've used Notion to help organize a lot of my companies and just taking notes, making sure that I stay organized and on top of things. So I'm really excited to show you guys my journey, and then we will jump to the next day. So I will see y'all there. Hi, yeah, nice to meet you. Oh, yeah, so hi, my name's Daycia. So I actually was living abroad for a while. I was living in South Korea for a few years, and then I returned to the States in 2021. I couldn't find work, especially because pandemic. So I decided to start a photography business, and that's kind of currently what I do full time at the moment. Photography has been a great way for me to just kind of leverage like client work, getting able to understand sales, but also like digital marketing. I also was taking digital marketing classes earlier this year, just to kind of enhance my skill set and my knowledge. And now I'm just kind of like looking for something that allows me to really just grow as a person and that I like a digital marketer and like a company I'll be able to like really foster that. And so yeah, I'm super excited to be here. Okay, so I just finished doing the meeting and it was really informative. I really want to work at this company A, I guess we can say. I think it'd be really good for me and just a really great like hands-on experience in general. But we will see. More so it was kind of just gaining information, and that's honestly what I've just been doing, is just like meeting people from different companies or meeting people from the same company and then just trying to gain more information and just learn on things that I could apply and do. It definitely is not easy. Like I'm definitely super exhausted, so tomorrow's gonna be crazy because I have 3 meetings. One of them is an interview, so I start with the interview at like 10 a.m. and then after that I have a meeting with a with someone about, and that meeting would be nice because that's another company I am interested in. So I think like just having that connection and network could be really helpful. Like definitely using LinkedIn to like form connections and do meetings have been amazing. However, I've been putting a lot of work into things and still no bites. So even though I am doing a lot of work, it still is taking time, and I think that's just kind of the current environment we're in right now. And then after, actually organize everything in Notion of all the companies that I have been meeting with. That might be able to like also show you a little bit of like how I stay organized. So for those who are job hunting, it could be really helpful for them too. Hey guys, so I wanted to quickly share some tips that I think that would be really helpful in terms of like the interviews and meetings. These are things that I just strongly recommend doing. So first, I definitely recommend utilizing LinkedIn. I do know to use premium, it has a cost. I was really fortunate enough that the school that I was in, because I was taking marketing classes, it gives a free year premium. So I've been really taking advantage of that. If you can, even just getting a month, I think they have like maybe a 3-month free trial that you can use. Just try to find ways to maybe utilize or get free trials on LinkedIn, because they are out there. You can go on LinkedIn, and then for the company that you're interested in or the company you would apply for or the role that you see, look up the company, look who works there, and then I would recommend contacting the people that are working there instead of just like directly contacting HR, just being like, hey, I want to work at this company, which can work, that has worked for me. But what I think makes the best impact for you would be to contact just a general worker there, maybe even someone around the same level that you're looking for, and then you will message them on LinkedIn, and then you'll ask them like, hey, I'm interested in this company. Is it right if I just talk to you for about 5-10 minutes over Zoom just about the company? I'm just a little bit curious more about the role, and then I can share a little bit about myself as well, and I would just love to learn more about you. Doing this allows you to really connect with a person that's within the company, and then they can also just share their experience so you can learn a little bit more and have a little bit more insight. But then also too, if they have a referral, that's key. So if they have a referral link, because usually they might be like, hey, I really like you, like I really hope that you do apply for this company, here's my referral link. Because what a referral link does, it allows you to bypass all of the applicants pretty much. And so if you can, that's what I would really strongly recommend. So I was in a lot of back-to-back meetings doing these things with different companies I was interested in. And this also gave me the inside scoop for some roles I was into. And sometimes you can even like try to find their email, as maybe stalkerish as it sounds, but that can also really help too. I've also emailed directly to people, which has also led me interviews. Hello. So welcome to my Notion. So this is pretty much my Notion tracker right here, just to help me track things, such as cover letter, resume, and appreciation letter. That way I can just sort of copy and paste if I need to. I do have some other stuff here too, but for now we're just going to kind of focus on the companies, because I've applied to so many companies, but I'm only getting the 4 interviews at the moment. I haven't applied to many others just yet anymore, because I kind of been so focused on networking. But for now I'm going to say like company B, and I'm going to say company C, and I will say company D. Some of them are all digital marketing, and one of them is for more like tech sales role. So I'll just say tech sales. So this is the one that I'm kind of like a little bit interested in the most, just because it's at a really large company. Therefore, just like better benefits and better pay. Everything else is digital marketing. So the other one is paid social DM, and then this one is also paid social DM, and then this one is just a general digital marketing, like nothing specific. Skip the website portion. So they apply for this one for the big company. That one was, I had a talk last week. This one was July 2nd. This one actually, I got this interview because, and this will be the second interview for company D. I got this one because I actually had emailed one of the recruiters. I like just found her information, and I just like did a cold email, and I was just like introducing myself, who I am, and if it'd be okay if we could do like a 5-10 minute call. And I think she really kind of liked that I put that work into it, and so she was like, oh yeah, like we'll just go ahead and schedule an entire interview. So this one I think is hybrid, and then all the other ones are remote, which is perfect for me. So all of these are the interview stages. Yeah, so company D waiting on second interview, but keeps rescheduling.
So this is kind of like how my interviewing calendar looks like right now. Pretty much like I try to organize it as much as I possibly can into a calendar. I think for now I'm just going to kind of prepare a little bit more. Then I will see you at 11:30 a.m.
Hello guys, so literally just received an email about rescheduling my interview. In addition to this is like the 4th reschedule like I've had with this company. We've been trying to like schedule this second interview with them for like 2 weeks now, and it's just been really difficult to like make it work. And I've even changed my schedule like a couple times, like each time they reschedule. So now I'm just kind of like, okay, I guess that's happening. So
Hi, yes, I can.
awesome. Can you start me as like I have a photography business, and then I kind of want to take my photography and kind of combine it with digital marketing. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does make sense.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
okay,
for
okay.
sure. The paid aspect. So digital, what you're applying like spirits, clubs, DJs, all nightlife-based things, and that's her niche. But she is only visual content.
Alright, so I just finished a call. I think that I really like want to do, and she kind of gave me some ideas of like possibly like working with hotels and brands, and that is something I have done. I have like reached out to like hotels and things of that sort, but maybe I should really like focus. I don't know, these are all, I have like so many ideas running through like my head. It's really hard to kind of like pinpoint like what exactly that I want to do, or like what, or more so like what direction do I really want to take. I think working at a company could be really helpful in terms of just like not just saving money. Honestly, that is a big one, but I think also like giving me like that client experience. But maybe the type of like work might not be as like something it's not something I really want to do like forever, really, just because a lot of it is advertisements, which is like not that fun. I definitely think I want to continue to stay in like the creative space, so I think I just have to like reflect over like what can I get out of these things, and how can I build from them, and also like take advantage of like the money, obviously, because I want to save to travel. It definitely was fascinating. It's like really good to learn. I feel like when you're starting like a business, it's hard to start and like where to go. Like even when I started my photography business, it's like that took like a lot of time and energy and work to like build it up, and like meeting people and like going out there and doing shoots. But I think you know, this is the starting phases of like a business, and so you know, definitely something to keep in mind. But especially I think as someone who does plan on doing like a lot of international travel, I think I can make this work. I think I can do this and have like a business. I really want to work with small business though. I would love to help like other creators or content creators or people who are interested in this space, creating like an action plan. But yeah, it's kind of cool because you guys can kind of see the beginning stages of this. Like I use Obsidian, Notion, like I have so many note-taking apps that I use to just really help me like break things down. And so those are things like, again, like maybe I can share like in the future videos or other videos. But these are in the starting phases of this, so thank you for being here. So I have about 20 more minutes until I have my next phone call with another person who works at a company that I'm interested in working in. So I'm just gonna kind of take a break. I think I need to move my body a little bit, so I think I'm gonna clean. And then I will see you guys at the next meeting. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi, it's Christine.
Hi, Christine, it's Daycia. Thanks so much for taking the time to call.
Difficult when you like don't have experience or connections, as I'm sure like you're probably experiencing with.
Yeah. Okay, so that was helpful. I really want to work for this company. I think this company would be really cool, and I think it could be more informative. And also, like, I do want to do something a little bit more creative, I think. And so, definitely want to look into like some of the job postings at this company, and then fingers crossed that I could find something in it. Because I just want to find work. I just want to get experience, and I want to be able to start my own thing. That's all I'm wanting. It's so hard though. I feel like I have to do so many calls and meetings and trying to figure out stuff, but I think I got this. So just gotta do it one step at a time. Morning. Oh, good. I'm currently in Houston, so I don't know if you heard about it, but we had like the hurricane. Did you hear it? Oh yeah. Thankfully everyone is safe, but I feel like the biggest problem was like a lot of people lost power for like a week or two. Thankfully like ours weren't like too bad, but it definitely like been interesting because I'm like not used to hurricanes. So yeah. How about you? Like, Have you ever experienced hurricanes or like crazy natural disaster? Interview with company D, and plot twist, they offered me possibly a content creation job, which would be really cool actually. I think that would be a little bit more up my alley because I definitely prefer more organic content creation space. He said he's gonna set me up a second interview this week, and then I let them know, like, hey, I'm interviewing a lot this week, by the way. I actually have offers. So, yeah, he said he'll try to get that in ASAP, but yeah, that could be interesting. That could make company D a little bit more interesting. I guess I'll have to see like how much to pay as to. Hopefully that's also a little bit better than company B, but yeah, I guess we will see. Hello. So after doing many interviews and calls, I got an offer. It wasn't exactly the offer and job that I really wanted. So the jobs that I was hoping to get, I didn't get. So technically I had 2 offers and 2 rejections. It was really difficult because one of the interviews I was doing in a cafe just due to Hurricane Beryl in Houston because we lost power. And so it was just really stressful to have to deal with all of what was happening, on top of like losing power. But yeah, I did end up accepting the role. To the company, I kind of didn't want them most at all, but honestly, I just want to save money because I really want to travel, and so it's better to just take something than nothing at all. So although I'm not like extremely excited, like I'm excited, but at the same time, it's just not ideal, I suppose. But I know it's really difficult to find jobs these days. So I am very grateful because with ghost jobs, and it's it's a company market right now, so they are doing the layoffs or they're doing hiring now. A lot of companies are switching to AI. Overall, I'm grateful for that because I do know it is difficult, but at the same time, it's not really ideal because pretty much what I will be doing is running advertisements on social media for a large corporation, and to me it's not necessarily something that I value, but at the same time I want to see what I can gain from this experience. I'm really hoping to not obviously save more money, but I also want to maybe learn about client work or social media or even paid social media because I do like making content. I love being in social media space. So maybe paid social media could be a great, addition to something that I'm already interested in. And that maybe that's something that I can also use in the future. And so overall, I think I am, again, grateful for the opportunity. What can I take from this? What can I learn, right? Not every situation is maybe exactly what you want, but you can always gain and learn from something, right? You win some, you lose some, but overall it is a win. So I'm not going to complain about that. Sorry, I didn't record my reactions to my interviews, more of my interviews or my job acceptance letter or my job rejection letters because I was so exhausted from hurricane, and also, as you could tell, I was doing a lot, right? Like I got 4 interviews after applying to like 60, 70 plus companies, and you saw all the work that I have to do when it comes to networking, to finding emails, to finding calls, to taking notes so that I can stand out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of applicants for the exact same job and compete with AI. It's a lot, and I just want to definitely say that I see you job applicants out there. It is not easy at all, and it shouldn't be this difficult. I really hope that my tips and advice can be helpful to you in some kind of way. I definitely do recommend reaching out as much as you possibly can. 50 or 60% of jobs you get nowadays, or even probably more now, are from people you know. It's literally from peer networking. And especially since everything is so saturated and competitive, it's probably more true than ever that the only way you're going to get your foot into the door into something is probably through networking and knowing someone. The reason why I was able to get the interview in the first place was because I went to a networking event online for this company, and I met someone who was working at that company, and I was just honestly like, I'm very interested in this job. Like, I'm very passionate. And we did a mock interview, and he was like, Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and send you over to a second interview for this role that we have. And I was just doing a networking event. And so that's how I got the offer for this current company. And so honestly, it does take kind of that hustle and bustle. But I know so many people are doing it, right? There's still very few jobs. And if everyone's networking, I totally get it. It's still not easy. But yeah, I wish you all the best for sure. And I will update you guys soon.